Stop right there. You are losing 57% of your sales opportunities if you don't ask this one question. So let me ask you, do you even understand the gravity of losing out on your ability to share your gift with over half of your audience? You are far too awesome for that. And I don't want your competition, who I know are way less awesome than you are, to get their dirty little hooks into the people that you should be impacting. Now, you might be thinking, Heather, if this one question works so well, why aren't you keeping it for yourself and your clients? Well, I might look a little greedy, but I'm actually not. So just last week, I shared my loving sales process with a prospect that I met at one of my speaking engagements. And she used that loving sales process, which included this very question that I'm going to share with you today. And she wrote me a few days later to tell me that not only did she get a yes, but her conversation was completely transformed. Here's what she wrote to me. She said, I used your loving sales sequence for a 30-minute call. It was gold, my friend. I was able to keep control of the call, but still provide a safe space for the lead to talk freely about where she's been and what she dreams of feeling. And then she wrote, I'm so charged up and excited right now. Thank you for changing my game. And then she had so much momentum and energy from that one loving call that she booked 3 more calls with prospects that very same day. So I just couldn't keep this to myself, and I just had to share it with you, even if that means that I'm crazy, because I know that what you're doing is beautiful. And if we've connected in some way on some level, that I know that you truly care, and I know that you have a gift to share with the world. But maybe you have some fears and some blocks around sales. Now, I know this one question will change the way that you feel about sales because it stems completely from service. So it's really, really easy to ask, and it's really, really easy for your prospects to receive. But before I dive all the way in and forget, I want to give you a free gift. So it's the holiday season. Christmas music was playing at the grocery store this weekend, and I gained probably 10 pounds on a trip with my hubby this weekend to Toronto, eating some amazing food. So I'm feeling like Santa Claus, which means I need to give gifts, right? So I'm going to give away a free training every day for the next 7 days around how to have more loving, higher converting sales conversations inside of your business. Now, if you want those trainings, there's no email opt-in. They're just going to come right to you via your messenger inbox. So you just need to type in sales into the comment box below, and my AR assistant, Herbie, is going to get you all set up to receive those videos. So just comment sales, no punctuation, so not like sales, exclamation point, just sales, no emojis, just the word sales, to get my free loving sales training for the next 7 days right to your messenger inbox. Cool? All right, so now you may be wondering who I am and why I'm qualified to talk to you about sales. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Heather Prestansky, and I'm a client creation expert. I've been in sales for 15 years now, and I've been teaching people how to sell with higher than a Rastafarian close rates with so much love since I was 21 years old. So that's about 12 to 13 years experience. You can do the math on how old I am. I sold to huge companies in the past like Walmart, 3M, and Allstate Insurance. And I've also sold to hundreds of teeny tiny businesses, some of which were just starting out little seedling businesses. I've sold things like marketing through my agency. I've sold financial services. I've sold mortgages. I've sold super funky, kind of ugly leggings and $75,000 coaching packages. So I know that this stuff works from $25 products all the way up to $75,000 purchases. And I'm not even a glamour puss or an Instagram model, if you can believe me. I'm just a gal who grew up in a small farm town with 0 connections, okay? I won't go anywhere if I can't wear leggings. I'm super not fancy. I get seasick on yachts. I don't know how to swing a golf club. So I know that you don't need to be a super greasy salesperson in order to be successful. You just need to have love for your prospects and a great selling system that includes this one easy to ask question, amongst a few other things, but that will skyrocket your closing rates. So are you ready for it? All right, Here it is. Here's the question that will get more people buying. I want you to grab a pen and write this down. If you don't do anything about this today, what will happen? That's the question. If you don't do anything about this today, what will happen? Now, you may not believe me that this works, so let me give you the psychology behind it. When someone gets on the phone with you, can we agree that they're problem aware? Can we agree that they know already that they have a problem that they would like to solve? Yes, right? They wouldn't waste their precious time and try to keep their kids corralled and quiet for 30 minutes if they didn't know that they had a problem. So let me ask you this. If they're already problem aware, why is it that they haven't done anything about the problem already? Right? If they knew they had the problem and they were ready to solve it, they would have already bought from somebody else. So in your ego, you might be saying, well, they were just waiting for someone like me to come around, or my product is so much better, so that's why they're going to want it. But that's just not true, my friend. Your product might be better, but they haven't been sitting around waiting for you. The fact of the matter is that it takes a lot of faith to pull someone out of their current normal. Faith in the solution, faith that they can do it, faith that the whole thing will make a difference in their lives. We are addicted to our normal state. So to bring someone out of an addiction, it requires growth and it requires pain. People don't like the pain that's associated with growth. And so the reason that they haven't done anything about their problem is because they feel that their normal is less painful than actually solving that problem. And it can be for many reasons, right? So maybe they've tried something in the past and it hasn't worked. Maybe the fear of the financial commitment is just too much for them to bear. Or maybe their spouse has a tight purse string and the thought of selling them on the idea is just way too much work or way too much pain than it's worth. They'd rather just stay in that problem. They'd rather just stay in that normal state. Maybe they've been dealing with normal for so long that they don't see the effect of the pain on the future that they're inevitably carving out for themselves. So you're not selling to compete with your competitors. You're selling to compete with that person's normal. And that's a whole heck of a lot harder than just explaining why you're better, right? So when you ask them that question, if you don't do anything about this problem today, what will happen? This allows you to do two things. So first, it's going to help you to gauge if that person is truly ready to work with you and receive your work. Because in most cases, for someone to see a great result, they need to put in the work. And then second, asking this question also allows you to intervene with their normal. So it helps you to get back to the root of their block and allows your prospect to feel into whether or not they truly want to change. Okay? Then all you need to do is you need to serve them and you need to create a container to support them. And that's love, and that feels really good. It feels good to deliver from a sales perspective. It's not sleazy. It doesn't feel like you're forcing them or trying to get them to say yes to something. It's just supporting them. And it feels really good for your prospect because they're just receiving that support and their love. And they feel really good about making that decision because they're going to come to it themselves. Now, I want you to imagine the next time that you're on a sales call, and instead of feeling like you need to lay out all of the features, all of the benefits, and tell people why your offer is so great, right? You just get to feel into what your client is struggling with, and you just get to serve them by asking this one simple question and then offering your support. How does that feel? Does it feel easier? Does it feel friendlier? Does it feel more comfortable than going into an ego trip about how awesome your offer is? Yeah, right? Now, if it does, I want to give you the gift of really feeling into this more loving way of selling. So read the details either above or below this video, probably above, so you fully understand why my 7 days to more loving sales gift is the best solution and why it worked in multiple industries and for hundreds of others. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow in your messenger inbox for day number 2. Bye for now.